Alright guys, welcome for a new video. I'm so happy to see you all here. Let's get right into it. Apex 3.0 payout and trading rules. Now, for those of you who know, I have a trading account. I have a funded trading account, and I think you can see it on my channel. I'll leave a video somewhere here by the end of the video. I'll leave the video about me getting funded. Now, the important thing is to know the rules of a funded account before you even get into it. Why is that important? Because the thing is, if you do not know the rules of a funded account, you are prone to breaking them and possibly getting a payout denied. Alright? So let's see. So, the general enforcement begins October 21 first. It's already began. We are on 24th. So, the 8-day trading withdrawal starts November 1st, meaning you can have 8 days of trading, total trading, and then you can apply for a payout. Now let's go to the payout structure. No more specific payout windows. Traders can request a payout anytime they meet the new requirements, removing the need for requests during specific periods. Example, the 1st or 5th, the 5th or 20th. So the new requirements are complete 8 trading days with at least 5 of those days having a profit of $50 or more. Now what that means is very easy. You can have 5 days of profit, and probably you can take some smaller trades, but make sure you don't lose a lot of money, right? But be careful not to flip. In case any of you doesn't know what flipping means, it just, you go in with a very small contract. You go in 1 micro and then you flip it. You go like in and immediately you flap out. And that's flipping, and that's kind of not allowed because it's not considered trading. It's considered like kind of bypassing the system. So let's see, guys. What's next? Safety net. This is a very important one, guys, and you guys need to keep this in mind. The safety net is defined as the amount equivalent to the drawdown based on the account size plus an additional $100. Now I'm gonna give you guys an example. Okay, so the safety net is something that every single funded account has, especially with Apex, and it's defined by the account size. Now, you guys know me, I have a $50,000 funded account, and the total trading drawdown that I have on the account is around $2,500, is $0.2500, so $2,500 worth of drawdown. Now the safety net means you have to make your trading drawdown plus $100. Now at all times you need around $2,600 to trade, right? You need to make in your account that buffer zone, that cushion that will allow you to take some more risk as you progress into building your account up. Meaning, if $25 is the max amount you can lose per that account, for instance, my $50,000 account, my 50K funded account has a $200. Goddamn, my tongue is all over this place. So, $2,500 is on the 50K funded account that I have. Now, the safety net is my total drawdown plus $100, meaning I need to make $2,600 before being eligible for a minimum payout of $500. So just go to Apex Trader Funding right here and just go Apex 3.0 Payout and Trading Rules. You can go to their FAQ section I'll leave a link down below in description. Payouts are relatively fast, 2 days, 2 business days, and it can flop into your profits can go into your account to 3 to 4 business days, quite quick. So the 30% consistency rule is very important, guys. The 30% consistency rule. The definition: when trading a payout, no single trading day should account for more than 30% of the total profit balance accumulated since the last approved payout, or since the start of trading if no payouts have been made. Now, the 30% consistency rule applies to your overall account size, such as you have $2,500 worth of risk. You cannot make more than 30% of your total drawdown, meaning for my account I cannot make more than $750 in a single day. So keep that in mind. A single day cannot have more than $750. So forward looking, this rule applies going forward and does not look back after payout approval. Once a payout is made, the 30% rule resets based on the new balance. Easy calculation method. So example, on a 50k PA account, if the highest day was $1,500, you would calculate 1000 times 0.3. that would be, I guess, hold up, let me make the calculation myself. So 1500 divided by 0.3, that is $5,000 indeed. This means you need a total profit of $5,000 in your account to stay compliant with the 30% consistency rule. Right, so this is very simple, guys. You take a calculator and you make, what is your, if you haven't made any trade, the 30% starts with your account total loss permission, which for the $50,000 PA account you have $2,500 again. So 30%, like I said, from $2,500 is $750. You cannot make more than that. If you make more than that, such as in this example, you make $1,500, you will need to build your account up to $5,000 in order to be able to take a payout. If your total profit is below $5,000, you must continue trading until you reach that level to ensure compliance. Yes. Now, this rule is not made for you guys to limit your profit potential, but is made to keep you consistent. So consistency in trading is key. Next, the safety net for the first 3 payouts applies to the first 3 payouts only. The safety net requirement must be observed for the first 3 approved payouts. As of the 4th payout, the safety net requirement is no longer applicable. So 4 payouts, in order to no longer have, you know, that restriction to have always $2,600 in your account to apply for a payout. So the minimum payout, if you have reached the safety net threshold, which in my case it's $2,600, you can request a payout at least $500, even if it exceeds the safety net amount. Payouts above minimum. To request a payout over $5,000, the balance must exceed the safety net threshold by an amount equal to the additional amount requested. So I think you need another $500. Example, for a 50k account, the drawdown is $2,500, so the safety net is calculated as $2,500 plus $100, so $2,600 right here. A trader with this account reaches a balance of $2,600. The trader can request a minimum payout of $500, leaving the balance at $2,100. This is acceptable, even though it encroaches on the safety net by the $500 allowed. To request a higher amount, for example $1,200, the balance must exceed the safety net by the additional amount requested above the minimum $500. In this case, the additional amount is $700, meaning the account balance must at least be $3,300. Requesting the $1,200 will leave the account balance at $2,100, which is still acceptable since it encroaches on the safety net by no more than $500 allowed. Yes, so at all times, $2,600 is actually the minimum that you can request. $500 of those $2,600. But at all times, guys, you must have $2,100 in your account. At all times. Probation and payouts. If a trader is on probation, they can still request a payout. However, to qualify for approval, the following conditions must be met during the payout review. A safety net must be in place. Any restrictions or requirements that led to the probation must be fully resolved. 100% payout eligibility. Sixth payout and beyond. Starting from the sixth payout, traders can access 100% of their profits, even if this is achieved earlier than 4 months. If moved to a live prop account, the trader can withdraw before their sixth payout. Existing PA holders already at $100 or on month 3 will not be impacted. Faster access for full payouts. The payout maximum limit is now based on the number of withdrawals rather than a time period, enabling traders to achieve full payouts faster. Speed example. Traders can achieve 100% payouts in as few as 48 trading days, approximately 2 months and 1 week, if they follow an 8-day payout cycle. So every 8 days you can request a payout if you have met the $2,600, or depending on your account. If you have a 50K account, if you met the $2,600 and 8 days of total trading days, with 5 of them being $50 or more in profits, you can then access 100% of your profits after the 6th payout. Trading requirements. This is important, guys. Genuine strategy. Traders must use a consistent real-world trading strategy or system that reflects practices suitable for live trading. No market manipulation. Market manipulation of the simulated trading environment, including HFT or using strategies to exploit the sim, is a strictly, hedging. I think this is hedging. I think going short and long, I think that's, hedging is basically going short and long on, like going long in one funded account and going short in the other funded account. That is prohibited. Traders must trade their own accounts and not share logins or allow others to trade on their behalf. The dollar cost averaging. This is interesting. The dollar cost averaging, aka the DCA, involves entering additional trades in the same direction as the original order, even if the market moves against the trader's position. As the market continues to move contrary to the trade, the trader adds more entries in the same direction. Key points. The DCA is allowed under this agreement, with no restriction on contract size for additional entries. There are no specific rules for determining entry points, timeframes, or distances from the original order. Traders must maintain responsible risk-to-reward ratios when using DCA. DCA is permitted as long as it does not violate any consistency rules. Example, 30% profit in a day and 30% negative P&L. Now you might ask, what is the 30% negative P&L? I'm going to explain this very shortly. So the 30% negative P&L is you risk 30% of your total account in a single trade, meaning you cannot risk more than $750 from your $2,500 worth of drawdown. Right? You cannot risk more than $750 per trade. And this applies to a $50,000 account. I think for the higher ones, you need to check their product outs, because this rule applies depending on what account size you choose or you purchase. And again, you cannot make 30% more profit in a day. Again, 50K account, no more than $750 per day, and do not risk more than $750 per trade. By the way, guys, risking $750 per trade with a $2,500 account, that is insanity. You risk 30% of your total account. That is not trading, and no trader in the world should risk more than maximum 10% at best per trade. Contract size consistency, contract strategy. Contract sizes should reflect a consistent trading approach, allowing flexibility to adjust based on factors such as risk, market conditions, and volatility. However, erratic spikes or inconsistent changes, like trading 10 contracts one day and then 2 contracts the next day, is solely to secure a payout, are not permitted. Adjustments made to respond to market conditions, example, trading fewer contracts during periods of high volatility, are acceptable. So, like you see me, I will also leave the video, I'll leave 2 videos up there that you can see. One with a funded account, how I traded my funded account, and one how I got funded. Now, the key here is to understand this. You saw me trading my live account the last Friday. And I said, I will go in at best either half of a contract, half of a standard contract, or 1 contract at best, until I build that cushion. So to switch from 5 micros to 1 mini, that's acceptable. That's within the, you know, you halve down the risk and then you double it up. When the setup looks really good, you can double up the risk or half it down. But do not do like you trade 1 contract and then tomorrow you spike it up to 5 or 6 contracts and then the next day you go down to 1 micro or so. Don't do that. Adjustable based on strategy. As the account balance grows, contract sizes can be increased to reflect a scaling strategy. Exactly what I said. You build up a cushion and then you put on more risk. However, decreasing contract sizes should be done with a clear strategic rationale and not in a manner that suggests inconsistency. Occasional adjustments on market conditions, example, reducing contract size during increased volatility, are permitted, provided they align with the overall trading plan. Yes. Scaling, adding positions into trades, half contracts until threshold. Half contracts until threshold. Traders are limited to a trading half of the available contracts until they meet the trading threshold stop. Full contracts after threshold. Once the trading threshold is met, traders are allowed to utilize the full number of contracts permitted by their account. Example, on a $50,000 account, a trader can initially trade up to 5 contracts. Half of the normal limit of 10. Once the account balance reaches $2,600 and the trading stop no longer applies, they can trade the full 10 contracts. I think you guys can understand this by yourselves. Risk management. 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio. A maximum 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio applies to all trades, such as if the profit target is 10 ticks, the stop loss should not exceed 50 ticks. Which, if you ask me, that is a bit of gambling right here. You know, like risking 50. Oh my god, like risking. Goddamn, risking 50. Imagine this: you risk $50 to make 10. That is not a great way to trade an account. Like, you cannot risk $5 to make 1. You risk $1 to make 5, but I wouldn't suggest using that type of limit where you risk 5 to make 1. That's, regardless, that is not such a great way. That is not a great way to trade. That is not a disciplined way, and it involves gambling, because when it goes wrong against you and it hits that risk and it hits your stop, I mean, you're screwed, because your winning trades will never be larger than your losers. Let's go back. Okay, so example of a failure to respond to a 5 to 1 risk to reward ratio. A trader aiming for 10 ticks of profit should not set a stop loss exceeding 50 ticks. Setting a stop loss at 100 ticks would violate the rule. 30% negative P&L rule. Limit on losses. Open trades should not exceed a 30% negative drawdown from the account's profit balance. If you don't have a profit on your account, don't worry. Take your total drawdown and just divide it by 30%. Or wait. No, multiplied by 30%. Take your account balance and multiply by 30%. Net low profit accounts. For accounts that are new or have low profits, the 30% rule is based on the trailing threshold. Example, 30% of $2,500 on a $50,000 account would be $750. So yeah, never risk more than 30% in a single freaking trade. Like, who would be... No trader in their right mindset would risk 30% of their entire account. Like, I mean, in 3 hits is all it takes for you to get wiped out. The rest you guys can read it, but I think, there is the flipping trades. Flipping is allowed. Flipping actually is allowed. That's good to know. Traders are permitted to engage in flipping, which means opening positions and closing trades quickly within the same day, such as you go long one contract and 1 second later you just close it. That's flipping. This practice can count towards a trading day as long as it aligns with Apex requirement. The conditions for flipping are as follows. Traders must achieve a minimum profit of $50 per day. This must be done for these trading days to meet the eligibility criteria, and the other 3 days you can just flip it if you want. A trader opens and closes a few quick trades during a day, earning a $60 profit. Since this exceeds the $50 amount profit requirement, the day counts towards the 5th day trading goal. If this pattern is repeated over the next 4 days, the trader will meet the criteria for consistent trading performance. Use the genuine trading strategy. Traders must employ a consistent real-world trading strategy that aligns with live market conditions. Dollar cost averaging is allowed. Like I said, you can, for instance, if your trade runs against you, if it aligns with your plan, you can add into your trade, such as you buy another contract in the same direction. Like you go long and it goes like 10 points against you, you can go long another 1. Like add more, but that essentially adds the risk. So I never add to losers, I only add to winners. If the setup is there and it aligns with my overall criteria and my trading strategy, I will actually add into my positions. So I hope this clears up what are the rules about the funded accounts, the PA funded accounts for Apex. Check them out. I'll leave down below. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Use the code that is also provided in the description. They have a wonderful deal of 80% off and $85 lifetime fees for activation for the funded accounts and 1 day to pass. Understanding the 30% rule, as you can see, if you want to learn more, just go to their website. Link in the description. Apex 3.0 trading rules, go to their FAQ and type this. Apex 3.0 and trading rules, and there you have in this article. Consequences of mismanagement, not a daily loss limit, etc, etc, etc. Right now they have a deal going on, guys, if you guys are curious. Let me see. Right there, they have 80% off evals and $85 for PA accounts. It ends in 2 days, so check them out. A 1 day to pass for evaluations accounts. As you can see, they paid out since 2022. They paid out $300 million to traders. There you go. January 2023, they paid $15 million. This is amazing. The last 90 days, they paid $73 million. Monthly compensation to customers in January 2023, $15,976,000. That's very nice to see. and you can see here why choose our funding program. Please check them out, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow for Monday Open 15:30. Let's get to 50 subs. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get to 50 subs, and we can start live streaming every single day 15:30 Belgium time. Stay tuned for that. I'm out. Peace to the Middle East. Like the video, share with your friends, and let's do this.